What's up? Culture here, Master Tier Katarina. We're gonna start off basic. These are combos you'll use when taking Electrocute. Level 2, you can position the dagger to bounce off a minion and land near the opponent who is trying to farm. Make sure your Shumpo damage hits the opponent, auto attack him once, then land your dagger and back off. You'll easily proc Electrocute and it will be a pretty good trade, especially if the opponent used cooldowns beforehand. Your Q dagger will always land in about the same spot. It will land behind the first target the dagger hits. After a lot of games, you will know where your daggers are going to land without seeing them. Bouncing Q off of minions to the opponent is the best case scenario. It makes it easy to land the dagger, because if you Q right on them, it lands behind them. This is easier to dodge. If the opponent is closer, you can Q them, Shumpo behind, catch the dagger. We have Electrocute and don't want to extend this trade too much, so Shumpo out whenever it's back up. If they waste something right in front of your face, you can QE, then auto attack them once and back off, proc and Electrocute, or E, auto attack first, then Q while walking away to proc Electrocute. At level 3, you do the same thing as level 2, bouncing a Q off a minion to land near the opponent, auto attack to proc Electrocute, but now you have W, so W here as you're backing off. If the opponent chases or uses an ability, you can Shumpo back, take another quick, nice little trade. The quickest and safest trade is QEW. Your daggers both land in about the same spot, then you Shumpo out instantly as you catch both daggers. The key thing here is that the opponent doesn't have much time to land their abilities on you. Go for a trade after they use an ability or while they're trying to farm and back off efficiently. Shumpo is an auto attack reset. Auto E auto is something you need to be comfortable doing. This is not the hard part for most people. Kiting forward between mouse clicks and spacing out your abilities is required with AD Katarina. Look how I'm kiting these dummies forward and spacing out my abilities to chase them as if it were a real person. Look at these clicks. I'm chasing the Kassadin forward and weaving my abilities in between auto attacks while trying to get auto E auto wherever possible. In this clip against Fizz, I'm clicking backwards between my auto attacks. I don't really want to chase him into his wave, and it brings him into my wave if he wants to fight. My point here is that you have to be comfortable with your mouse clicks and auto attacks. AD Katarina is a stat check champion. If you're getting your damage off, then you'll beat most mid lane champs. If you're using your auto attacks poorly and you don't know your damage, then there's no point in playing AD Cat. It's not like these combos are hard. It's mostly just mouse clicks, when to use your abilities, how to use your abilities, throw in Divine Thunder, and that's even more true. If you're enjoying this video, consider leaving a like so that other Katarina players can see it. Your ultimate with AD is a joke. Look at this damage, 700. It's almost just better to auto E auto and get more auto attacks off. 3 auto attacks and 1 E is more damage than your R. You could just use R to stack Conqueror, and that's probably optimal in some fights. AP is a little bit different. Your R actually deals damage when you're AP. 1000 damage is pretty good. Look how much auto attacks it takes to deal 1000 damage otherwise. In lane, I like to just EW behind the opponent and ult. Even if you don't kill them, you get a good chunk, and you can hold Q afterwards to chase them more effectively. If your ult gets a ton of damage off and it makes them recall or sets up a kill later, then it's probably a good R. Now let's throw Flash into some of these combos. When comboing Flash with Shumpo, you want to use Shumpo first, then Flash. This way your Shumpo buffers and comes out instantly. If you're out of range when you hit E Flash, then you're kinda just awkwardly gonna stand there. Yeah, don't do that. If you see a squishy and they have no dash and no flash, you can pretty much just E Flash WR onto them using Q before or after ult. Sometimes to get the auto attack reset off, you want to flash onto the opponent. If you use Shumpo, you won't get the auto attack reset, so Flash auto E auto, it's enough damage to kill and get out. Buffering also works with Q, meaning you can Q, then Flash, but I don't use this one too often. A good way to close large gaps is to jump to a minion, W, Q the opponent, and then you can jump to that Q dagger. Here, I jump onto a minion, I Q Ashe, that lets me get to Malio, I ult, and then we clean everyone up. Shumpo takes some time to reset when catching a dagger. It's about 3 seconds before level 6. You have to play around it. If you EWQ too quickly, you will not be able to jump on the dagger. It will be easy to dodge unless you flash onto it. Jumping onto a dagger midair let's use Shumpo again quicker, because Shumpo was put on cooldown earlier. This also means that if you Shumpo, then pick up a dagger 3 seconds later, it will instantly be reset. You can Shumpo to any side of the opponent. There's a lot of skill expression here. If you want to EW and chase the opponent, then land behind them so that we can chase them down the lane and land more auto attacks. Shumpo affects how you can even use your Q. Here, I Shumpo in front of Kha'Zix, Q goes over the wall, and he can't go anywhere. If I want to get free poke on the enemy and stay out of the range, then I'm going to want to jump in a way so that the tip of my dagger hitbox will damage them. That's another thing, where you Shumpo on the dagger determines its hitbox. So if you EW, the side you land with Shumpo and how you move while the dagger is dropping is so important to land more daggers. I'll even EW and take a small step in the direction I think my opponent will run before I use ult, just to ensure my W dagger lands. Check out this playlist on how to play Katarina. These are my best videos, and everyone who wants to learn Katarina should watch them. I'll try to keep them updated. Thanks for watching.